doing so well. Hold on, let me put, I'm back, restream, died. There we go. Let everybody know I'm back. That was not cool at all. Not cool. We were doing so well. Let me we'll do a I should be live. I should be live. There we go. Make a post. I'm back. Restream joint. Okay. There we go. Hopefully everybody finds me again. That was not fun. We were doing so well. And I don't even know, I think Alicia had made lunch. And I don't know if it'll even show me the chat. No, it doesn't. All right. We'll just sit here for a minute, hoping everybody. Okay, Kelsey, woohoo! Yay, yay. What a day. What a day. I was so close to like a perfect day. There were so many people here and we were on a roll, and Restream died because I was like looking, everything else is working except Restream, and then it wouldn't reconnect me to my own live stream. So we'll just hang tight for a minute. I did put a message in the Discord and then also on my channel in the community. So hopefully people find us again. There we go. And I don't know. Well, we did read your book. Well, we read about your book, The Hunting Wives. And we'll just hang tight. And I was about to start bingo just as the whole thing died. There we go. Thank you, Kelsey. Yeah, it's just annoying. It's not stressful. It's just annoying. Like, I'm just sad that there was so many people here. And then I was like, let's play some bingo while we've got 10 people here. And boom, you just crashed. And it was Restream, which is annoying. Okay, a bunch of people have found us again. Say hi in the chat when you get here so that I know you found us again. We were doing so well. We had so many people that I was going to start a bingo game. Yeah, and Anne's going to sit outside and read. Okay, well, leave me running in the background, please. Or stick around for bingo. And then let us know what you're reading. Oh yeah, and then Restream has the nerve to send me my crashed live stream. There we go. Yeah, Chrissy, it just Restream crashed. Everything else was fine. Like, I could see when I went to YouTube, I could see all of you in the chat, but it was Restream that crashed. And it wouldn't reconnect. So I had to start over. But sit tight. We're just going to wait a couple minutes and let everybody find us again. And then I was going to do bingo, but maybe we'll just hold off and do bingo later when there's more people. And that way we can still get everything done today. That way, sorry, went off in my mind there. Kelsey's saying, I'm sitting outside and reading too, and luckily my laptop still gets great connection. Yeah, there's times when I just take everything outside and sit in the sunshine and watch videos and knit and read and do all the things. And it's nice to have good strong internets. And then we'll you know what, maybe what we'll do is just go back into a sprint for till 3 o'clock, and then that'll give everyone a chance to kind of get back in. Okay. Update my caption. 3 p.m. Well, this is not how I wanted the day to go. That's for sure. Yeah, we'll do a sprint. Yeah. We'll do a 50-minute sprint. So we'll sprint till 3 o'clock my time. And then hopefully everybody's piled back in. And then we'll do some bingo. Because, yeah, that was, I was confused too. I was just like, oh, come on. Yeah. Yep. All right. Let's sprint. Let me know in the chat what you're going to work on. And I'm going to get this laundry folded and keep plowing through my little list for today. And hopefully we'll get lots accomplished since we're not playing bingo. But we'll play bingo later. Okay. Happy sprinting, everyone. All right. How did we do? We lost everybody. Uh, I would just love a day of streaming that nothing happens. It's just everything works. That would be great. That would be great. And of course, I forgot that, to leave my 3 p.m. up the whole time. There we go. Okay, so what did I get to? I got my laundry folded, so that pile of clothes is now gone, which is exciting. And I've been working on my son's graduation cap. So I was like trying to figure out what's the size of the little, I don't know what this is, little knobby button on the top. And then it's 9.5 by 9.5. So I can't use regular paper, like regular sized. So what I've done is in the software, I've actually cut it in half. So I'll print one half and the other half on heat transfer vinyl so that it fills the whole thing. And then I'll get some nice like braided trim for the edge. So it won't be as small as it is right now. It will actually go right to the edges. And then I'll put trim on. So that will be that. And yes, there'll be photographs and everything. As I figure this out. Yeah, a lot of my life is just structural engineering, solving problems. So that's where we're at. Alicia is here, yay! And I think Alicia had been feeding her kids and is full-time mommy right now. So a lot going on, And yeah, my restream crashed. Me. And Moonrise is here too. Woohoo! Lola left and all hell broke loose. So that's it. Lola's not allowed to leave anymore. Probably went to walk the dog and then see the whole thing crashed. And let me see here. Chrissy is gonna go cook dinner, get some things done, but is leaving the stream up. Thank you so much, Chrissy. Thank you. Kelsey's saying that she had a lovely sprint, had a nice cup of tea and some macaron, and have been craving all the snacks lately. Are you trying to tell us something? That'd actually be kind of fun. That'd be fun. I'm going to make a cup of tea too shortly. And Alicia had chocolate chip cookies and read The Resurrectionist, got to page 215 of 319. I actually pulled that book up. It sounds really, really interesting. And having been, I've done the tour like the whole way around Loch Ness, and Crowley's house is part of it. It's there on the side. And as I was reading the description of the book that you're reading, Alicia, that's all I could think about was Crowley's house was quite strategically placed compared to where they kept the bodies. So I'll read the description in just a moment. And Kelsey's saying, the graduation cap is looking great. Never decorated mine for many of my graduations, and I wish I had. I did not graduate from high school, so I didn't have this experience. I did graduate from college, though, and did wear a cap and gown and walk across the stage and have my certificate framed and everything from when I went to funeral school. But we didn't like get our caps to keep. Like we arrived, we were put in a gown, we were given like a mantle kind of thing. I still have that. That is up in one of my drawers, but we had to hand everything back. Whereas my son just got a package and that's his to keep. So that's sort of why I thought, well, let's decorate it and have the full graduation experience. So that's why we're doing this. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is basically I've got it in the software like this. So I have one half and then I have the other half. So it'll be 2 sheets because it needs to be 9.5 by 9.5 and paper is 8.5. So I had to figure out how to do this, but then it will actually be, it'll just like slide in. and then we'll heat press it on. So I think we've got that solved. We've figured out how to actually make it work. And but yeah, I mean, I think back to like, the first time I should have graduated was in the 1980s, in the late 1900s, and it wasn't a thing. I think this is like kind of an American thing that has made its way through social media to Canada, because when I was a kid, we didn't you didn't decorate your and they're not allowed to put words on it, which is kind of interesting. I wanted to put my son's like his piping brand on there, but you can't put words. So I was like, okay, suit yourself. Suit yourself. Alicia's saying, did I give the author for the book? If not, it's A. Ray Dunlap. You didn't need to. I found it, no problem. And I knew as soon as I found it, I knew the book. And Alicia's saying, the only cap and gown for high school, but weren't allowed to decorate ours. And I didn't go to my college graduation. Why? How come you didn't go to your college graduation? I took the day off. I guess because I hadn't graduated from anything, so I was 44 the first time I graduated anything. And I graduated with honors, by the way. So there we go. It's a good one. I'm not a big fan of sending children out to try to spend tons of money to get good grades. Like, do you know what I mean? I think like wait till you're 40 and then go to university. You're going to take it seriously and you're going to work really hard and you're going to do really well, because something that like nobody goes to college or university when they're 40 because it's just the thing to do. No, you're doing it because you're serious about your life. So that was, I went to high school prom, but didn't go to graduation. But I did because I didn't graduate. Good times. It was the 80s. We were very busy. Alicia Ngachi, yeah. As soon as I typed in the name of the book, yours was the first one that came up. So I was all good. Otherwise, I would have come back and said, help me find it. And Alicia's saying, I don't remember exactly, but I know there was a lot going on at the time. Yeah, I can see that if you just have a busy life. Ours is, my son's grad is in 9 days. Oh my God. Next week. It's amazing, like when it all kind of hits me. I'm thinking, yeah, that's like a down the road thing. No, it's next week, because it's going to be absolute insanity. I have to go to band practice tonight to speak to Pipe Major, and then I got to get the groceries and everything. I have to tomorrow make the sandwiches for the funeral on Thursday, because the band needs food in there. So that I have to do that. Then tomorrow night I have a meeting. And then on Thursday is the funeral. So I may actually be jumping on the bus with the band and going and spending the day out with the band at the funeral to make sure they have everything that they need. Because, and people might be like, what, they're grown-ups, they can take care of themselves. Yes and no. Under any other circumstances, yes. But when they're going off the bus out to the funeral, they can only carry what's in their hands, like their pipes or their drums, and they have a sporin. So if it fits in the sporin, you can take it. So for a lot of them, it's like I had gum and my phone, and that's all they could carry. So to be able to have an extra person who's not in the band being able to get into the building with a cooler full of drinks and sandwiches and snacks and everything, that's pretty valuable. And so I may end up jumping on the bus and just going with them to make sure that they're all fed, because it's a long day. Like they get there at 8 in the morning and then they might not be released until 1 in the afternoon. That's a long time to go without anything to eat or drink. So yeah, and then we got to do it again next week for another funeral. Yeah, the funeral next week is on Wednesday, grad is on Thursday, then we hit the road first thing Friday morning to go out to Lola's part of town. And then again, that's all just like I'm like, "Oh my god, that's next week?" It's a good thing I'm focusing on this hat today, the graduation cap today, because otherwise it might have just gone and I'd be sitting here next Tuesday being like, "Yeah, graduation's far away." It's how we roll. It's coming up quickly. And this is my son just came home a moment ago from his very, very last day of public school. He just has exams now. Hmm. And Moonrise is saying, I didn't go to my college graduation either, and I didn't want to go to my high school graduation, but my dad made me. Are you glad now that your dad made you? To me, I'm celebrate everything. Like, you know what I mean? Every single thing in life for me, like my personal opinion is celebrate everything, go to everything, show up for everything. So I always wonder, like, why did you not want to? What was your, what was going on at that point in your life that you didn't want to celebrate graduating? Right? Yeah. So tonight, got to go talk to Pipe Major, go to Costco tomorrow, make the sandwiches, meeting tomorrow night. Thursday, police around. So either I'm home all day doing nothing or like just puttering around the house, or I'm gone with the band, one or the other. Friday, we don't travel because the games are local to us this weekend. So that'll be a nice, easy weekend. But we have Highland games this weekend. And then, yeah, next week, craziness. But then after that, that's it. We get a couple months off. We're not dealing with school stuff or anything, just scholarships and applications and everything. Yeah, good times. Good times. Um all right, people are sending me messages. All right. There's only a couple people here, so we'll not worry about doing bingo today. And let's see. We have Alicia's book, The Resurrectionist. It has a 3.88 rating on Goodreads. Edinburgh, Scotland, 1928. Naive but determined, James Willoughby has abandoned his posh, sheltered life at Oxford to pursue a lifelong dream of studying surgery in Edinburgh. A shining beacon of medical discovery in the age of new enlightenment, the city's university offers everything James desires except the chance to work on a human cadaver. For that, he needs to join one of the private schools in Surgeon Square at a cost he can't afford. In desperation, he strikes a deal with Nye McKinnon, a dashing young dissectionist with an artist's eye for anatomy and a reckless passion for knowledge. Nye promises to help James gain the surgical experience he craves, but it doesn't take long for James to realize he's made a devil's bargain. Nye is a body snatcher, and James has unwittingly become his accomplice. Ooh, that sounds kind of nice. Historical fiction, horror, gothic, historical fiction, mystery, dark academia are the genres listed on Goodreads. But yeah, that does sound quite interesting and really reminded me of the Aleister Crowley story, because he was a body snatcher too. on the I believe on the east shore of Loch Ness. There was his house, and then there was a road, and then there was like this building, and he had a tunnel that went underneath the building where the bodies were being stored. So yeah. And Kelsey's saying, wow, that sounds like such an interesting read, right? Right? Yeah, that's The Resurrectionist. And let me see here. Is Molly still here? Let's see if her book is here. Bone, which is a graphic novel. Nope, not finding it. Bone graphic novel. Oh, I know these. Oh, I know these. These are old. These are old. I remember these from when I was young. Oh, those are yeah, those are really nice books. There's a whole bunch of them. And yeah, they're like a cartoon kind of thing, like a comic, but a graphic novel. But the little cartoon character. Oh, I remember those from when I was young. Mhm. What are the Ren, yay, you made it. Restream crashed like an hour ago. So we've all I'm like, "Come back, everyone. Come back." Yay. We're here till 4:30, so another hour and 15 minutes. What are they? They're you know what? I'll pull up a picture because you'll recognize it. There's just so many of them. I don't know which one is is the one we're talking about here, but I'll show you the picture and you may go, "Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah." Cuz I didn't connect the name to when I looked at the pictures. I was like, "Oh, I know this. I know this." There we go. That's one of them there. And Kelsey's saying, "Oh my gosh, same. I remember the Bone graphic novels. I loved Casper." Yes. Yes. Oh, I loved Casper. And I remember liking these ones too. Yes. I remember from when I was young. So there we are. So this is Moonrise's Molly's books. But I don't know which one you're reading right now. Because when I looked them up, there were so many. There were lots of them, which is great. And let's see, I've got so many people messaging me. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, nothing urgent. Yeah. And Moonrise Molly is still here. And it's just saying, "Oh, I remember those," right? Like it's like if like you didn't this is not what came into my mind when I heard the word bone as the title, but then when as soon as I saw it, I was like, "Oh, yes. Yes, I remember those. Very cute." And again, as Kelsey said, Casper, the friendly ghost, and this kind of went hand in hand. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So we just have over an hour now. So do we want to do a sprint and then we'll wrap up at the end with some final chitty chat? Anything anybody wants to share? Excuse me, sorry, I got the hiccups there. And then we will I don't know what I'm going to do next. Oh, I need to order some printable vinyl. That's what I need to do next so I can get the graduation cap done tomorrow. I need to iron the gown. I need to iron the mantle stole. It's more of a mantle than it is a stole that they sent. There was like a whole package of stuff. And I know my son will probably be the only one who arrives all ironed and looking spiffy. See, I have this from my college graduation. And then there's one of these thingies in it, the tassel. There we go, the tassel. So yeah, lots of ironing for mummy is where we're at. And Moonrise is saying the complete collection is over 1,000 pages. Yeah, I can imagine. Because when I looked, there was dozens and dozens of books, which is like kind of neat. Like if you catch on to something that you really enjoy, it's nice when there's lots of options in there. All right, let's sprint until 4:15. I'll change. We'll sprint till 4:15. And then we will wrap up the chat and then I need to go. I know we're ending earlier today because I have to be on the road at 5 o'clock when I normally sprint till 5. So we're just going to take a little bit of shave a little bit off at the end. Okay. So happy sprinting, everyone. I will see you in just under an hour. And Alicia's saying her yoga pants arrived and some of her son's clothes. Yay. It's always so fun when things arrive. All right. So I'm going to keep puttering, get myself organized to go out tonight, and see what else I can accomplish on my desk because there's just stuff everywhere and I need to get life under control. Okay. Happy sprinting, everyone. We'll see you in 55 minutes. All right. How did we do? I am now ready for the next part of my day. I've got my little bag ready to go with my e-reader, my knitting. I've got my shopping list, everything for being out for the evening. Just need to put my chair in the car so that I've got a place to sit because we're going to be hanging around for a couple hours, I'm sure. Um, and yeah, kind of got myself a little bit more under control and ordered the printable vinyl, the heat transfer vinyl for my son's grad cap. That'll be here tomorrow, and then we can keep moving forward towards never having to deal with public school ever again. Ever again. If you're here, don't forget to tickle the like button. And if you're watching on replay, be sure to subscribe as well. Really helps grow the channel. And Alicia's saying, my yoga pants arrived and some of my son's clothes. Nice. Where did you order them from? I just ordered some leggings for the summer from Old Navy a few weeks ago because I love their compression leggings. So got those in the mail. Happy with that. And Alicia's going to go check on the paint for the bookcase and touch up or add a second coat of paint. Nice. Oh, and Red Pill popped in for a moment. Hello. And Alicia's saying I did the second coat on the bookcase. I think I like it with just one coat, but we'll see when it dries. And done painting for the day. Yay. Yay. And Lola's saying, have a good time, whatever you're doing. Yeah, we just have to go see Pipe Major early because he needs to work on the pipes. So we're meeting him an hour before the band practice. So, which means that we'll drop everything and everyone off, go get the groceries, come back, and then we'll have a couple hours to hang out. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing. Moonrise is saying, thank you so much for the sprints. You're very welcome. Thank you for being here. I so appreciate that you hang out with me every Tuesday. Everyone who's our regular crew, I appreciate you and love you all. Just know that. Just know that, because it's just I just love all of our conversations. But Molly's saying I need to lay down for a bit, feeling fluish, probably the Arctic blast you guys shared with us. I'm sorry, it got chilly here too. It cooled down quite a bit here, which is a nice relief for us. But if you like the heat, maybe it's not a bit. But I hope you feel better. Get nice and snuggly and cozy. And yeah, I can tell you that the cold doesn't make you sick. It's the germs. It's the germs. The cold doesn't help, but it's the germs. But I do hope you feel better. And Moonrise is saying, gonna leave your stream up. Thank you so much. We're only here for another few minutes because I do need to get going. Kelsey's saying, I'm jealous, Alicia. I've been waiting for a package all day, trying not to act like a crazy lady watching my mailbox. Right? I want to know who it is in my town who gets their mail first thing in the morning or gets like their Amazons first thing in the morning, because I'm going to send my purchases to their house and then I'll just go to their house at 8 o'clock in the morning and wait for the Amazon guy. Because there's times like 10 o'clock at night and I'm like, come on. Though I can hear the van. I always know when the Amazon has arrived because I can hear the doors. Even if I'm at the back of the house, I can hear the car door slam, and then I'll go check. And Alicia's saying the yoga pants, I got flare leg with pockets from Amazon. Ooh, with pockets. I got the new pair. I got 4 new pairs. I did not think they had pockets. For a week, I was like, I wish they had pockets, because all my other ones have pockets, so I can just pop my phone in it. And so it turns out they do have pockets, but they're just higher, like the pockets on my hip as opposed to my thigh. So my phone makes my hip look massive. Princess problems. Princess problems. And Annie O'Brien, oh, hello. How are you? I'm listening to my book while doing online orders. Very nice. The Spectre of Seduction by Carolyn Haynes. Nice. Annie, I do. I started 5.5 hours ago. Normally we would go till 5, but I have to cut short today because I have to be somewhere. I have to leave my house at 5. So I needed to give myself a little bit of extra time to get out the door. So normally we do long sprints, but we start at 11 a.m. Toronto time. So for next week, come in early so that you can have a good long time sprinting with us. And we would have played bingo today, but Restream crashed and we had to start over, and everybody bailed. So no, only a few people came back, so we didn't do bingo. And but we'll do bingo next week. Restream will be stable next week. And actually, notice my camera is not twitching now. Interesting. Interesting. Because remember at the start it was twitching, and now I just noticed that it's not. So there we go. There we go. And for the rest of the week, I've got all kinds of stuff. Tomorrow, gonna have to make the sandwiches for the funeral, for the band, got a meeting. I have a meeting with someone on my MP's board, and we're going to talk about youth initiatives to get youth out to political events, to like teach them how to vote, teach them all kinds of stuff. We have a whole bunch of ideas. We've got like a summer reading contest, a fitness contest idea, pumpkin carving. Like we've got stuff for every month. So yeah, we're going to be leaders creating leaders, and that will be our for the next year. This other woman and I are going to be working on that, so kind of excited about that. And Lola's saying, see, that was an easy fix for the camera. Yeah, well, would have been nice to play bingo. Would have been nice to, because we had a lot of people on at that time. That's the worst part, is that there were so many people here. Anyway, next week we'll have 25 people sitting here playing bingo. It's going to be awesome. It will be awesome. So let me know what you're doing for the rest of the week. We have Highland Games on Saturday, as usual, but they're local, so I don't need to camp or drive far or anything. It will be truly a one-day event instead of a 2 or 3 day event. And then, yeah, and probably a chillaxed weekend. I kind of hope that my pool is swimmable so I can maybe swim on Sunday and actually get to use my pool for a change. And Alicia has sent me the link. I love how they're like, oh, are you sure you trust this link? Oh, those are really cute. Oh, those are very cute. So Alicia's just shared the yoga pants. They're very, very cute. Wow. What did you pay for them? They're $54 in Canada. Yeah. They'll deliver to me, but it's, $54 plus $14 shipping. Old Navy, I can buy leggings for like $30. Alicia's gonna go shower, make tacos, and read. Yum. Need to finish The Resurrectionist. Yeah, we're gonna need a full report on that story because it sounds really, really good. Really good. And Kelsey is saying, I'm doing a last minute beach trip this weekend. My husband and I always hunt for shark teeth and make it a contest. Loser makes dinner. That sounds like fun. And what do you do with the shark teeth? Do you make jewelry or anything out of them? Because whenever I've gone to beach places, I see like the gift shops will have the like necklaces with shark's teeth, like done with wire and stuff. That sounds like a lot of fun, actually. And do you hang out on the beach too? Like, do you like sunbathe and stuff? And Alicia's saying, oh, wow, I think they were 36 of free shipping. Yeah. Canada's insanely expensive. That's why I don't get it. Like, Americans are like, I'm going to move to Canada. No, you're not. Number one, no, you're not. And number two, you won't survive here. It gets really freaking cold, like minus 40. And houses cost $1 million and you won't be allowed to work here. So yeah, Everything here is kind of brutal. Kind of brutal. And Alicia's saying that sounds fun to Kelsey. It does sound fun, right? And then dinner? Yum, yum. Alicia's saying I might throw a bath in there as well. Oh, reading in the bath while eating tacos. I feel like this needs to be a thing now. And my Discord is right here if you want to jump in and then stay connected in between sprint sessions. And of course, my Substack is every week, every Friday, there's a new blog on my Substack. And Kelsey's saying we have the shark teeth displayed on one of my bookshelves. I sometimes use them as charms for bookmarks. Oh, that's a nice idea. We have hundreds now, though, so we give a lot out to the kids we see on the beach. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. And Alicia's saying, I've been in -40 weather, not fun in Alaska. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be like +40 with humidity you can swim through in the summer, and then -40 in the winter. Like Canadians are built different. We are not built like the rest of the world. We we like our extremes here in Canada and our nature. I saw a video. It was a girl saying like Canadians like nature so much you dress like the outside, like not dress for the outside, but dress as though you are the outside. Because and she was in a place like Bass Pro Shop or something, and she was looking at hunting camo, which looks like trees and twigs and stuff. And I was like, yep, that's pretty Canadian right there. And Alicia's saying that'd be messy, tacos in the bath. Yeah, a big plate, and then hold it under your chin and shove the tacos in. Yeah, I think you could do it. I think of everybody that I know, Alicia could do the multitasking of reading, eating tacos, and taking a bath at the same time. I think we can do it. Though I'm kind of tacoed out because I've made taco meat like 2 weeks in a row. So I've eaten taco salad every day for 2 weeks. So I'm kind of done. I want something different now. That was my hyperfixation food for a couple weeks. And I don't want to overdo it to the point that I get the ick. And then I'm gonna quit the taco salad before I get the ick. And then so I'm gonna find something new to have for a couple weeks. But then how would I read at the same time? Audiobook. Audiobook. But so like you hold the plate and then you eat the taco and then you put the taco back on the plate while you're chewing and you flip the pages. I think this is possible. And if the taco ends up in the bath, it's not my fault. At least you say you should try a nacho beef bake recipe. That is good. I don't eat beef. Beef does not like me. But I do chicken, like turkey, chicken, pork, stuff like that. But what all is in it? Is it so we don't do pasta in my house. Nobody in my house eats pasta. It's like it's not a rule. It's just nobody just really we're not a pasta family. But we like rice and casseroles and things like that. I do love a solid casserole, that's for sure. Lola's saying we got a new taco restaurant here this week and one 2 weeks ago. Wow. That's a lot of tacos. See, we don't have that here. I would say the closest Taco Bell to me, which I know is not real. It's not like real Mexican food, but it's Taco Bell, so it's good. Probably 30 minutes away from me. And then there's like a burrito place, like one of those like fast food. You stand at the counter and they've got all the ingredients in front of you, and then you take it with you, like for burrito bowls and things like that. We have that, but we don't have any like real Mexican food here. I would say in the Toronto area, there's probably a lot more Indian and Chinese food than there is Mexican food. Alicia's saying croissant dough as crust, beef with black beans, taco seasoning, sour cream, cheddar cheese. Bake it, then top with nacho cheese, Doritos, lettuce, and tomato. Um, yeah, I'm allergic to wheat, so I got all the food allergies. So I'd have to find something else for the crust. And then, yeah, I could just do ground chicken or ground turkey or something. Tacos, yeah, everything else I can do. Doritos, yum, 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 yum. Yeah, that sounds really good, actually. I'll need to come up with something else for the crust. Maybe rice or something. Or maybe I could just do rice, like mix it all together, put it in the pan into like the casserole dish, and then bake that, and then top it with everything else. I think maybe we'll try that. But then not for a while, because I'm kind of sick of taco stuff. And I don't want to be like years before I can eat taco anything again. And Alicia's saying you probably substitute the shredded chicken for the beef. Yeah. At Costco, they have these massive tubes of ground meat. So I usually buy those. And it's like, depending on what kind of meat it is, it might be like $20 to $35 for this big thing. And it's actually a good deal if you want to invest the time in making burgers, like making your own burgers or meatballs or anything. So, yeah. Lola's saying that where she lives, they have 21 taco places and 30,000 population. But there's a lot of like Mexican migrant workers, right? Makes a big difference. Like we have Mexican people here, like the workers, but they're only here for a few months and then they leave. But I feel like in your area, they stick around for longer, right? They're here most of the year. All right. That is 4:30, and I need to get myself ready to leave the house at 5. So I'm going to say bye-bye. Thank you so much. And Alicia's saying that could work, the ground chicken and such. Yeah. Yeah, I think I would rather do that than shredded chicken and just get ground chicken. Lola's saying our last alcohol bar closed June 4th. It was open 100 years and now it's taco. You don't have any bars or pubs or anything in your town now? Whoa. That's all we have here. And Alicia's saying thank you for the sprints. Thank you, Alicia. I love when we sprint like on the same day. So like when you and Kelly are live and then we just like spend the whole day hanging out. I think that's awesome. And Lola's saying, have a great time. See you around somewhere. Yes, I will be in somebody's chat tomorrow. I'll be on a Cursed Dragon ship first thing in the morning, 9 a.m. And then we'll see where the rest of the day takes us. So I thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And thank you for all the chat and conversations. And Kelsey's saying thank you. Looking forward to the next one. Next Tuesday, 11 o'clock tomorrow, I'll get a new live scheduled on my channel. So it will be there waiting for you. Lola's saying we have restaurants and bars, but nothing like Cheers. Okay, got it. Yeah, like there's places in my town that if I walk in, everyone will be like saying hi to me because you just sort of that place where you know everybody. Yes. So thank you so much to Lola for modding for me, as always, the true ride or die. And thank you to everyone who hung out today on both shifts as we tried to figure that out. And we will see you next week, Tuesday at 11 a.m. Toronto time. That will be 4 p.m. UK time, 8 a.m. West Coast time. So thank you so much for hanging out. Have a great evening. We will see you in all the other chats for the rest of the week. And of course, photos and videos and everything from all the adventures. I do have a brand new vlog that went up today, a vlog that went up today. So check out my channel when we're done here to see what I was up to as spring turned into summer. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening. Bye.
The kettle's on and the fire glows low. Yarn in a basket and a soft lamp's glow. A stack of stories waiting by the chair. pull up a seat. There's magic in the air. Turn the page, cast the stitch. Every tale begins with just a little twist. Welcome in, come take a seat where cozy yarn and stories meet. A cup of tea, a quiet night, pearls and plot twists by candlelight. Welcome friends, the tale begins with woolen words and kindred kin. So settle in, stay a while. Pearls and plot twists make us smile. Needles click in a gentle rhyme, stories unfolding one line at a time. Heroes wander through forests deep, while blankets grow stitch by stitch. Welcome in, come take a seat where cozy yarn and stories meet. A cup of tea, a quiet night, pearls and plot twists by candlelight. So cast a stitch and turn a page, another chapter on the stage. The yarn is warm, the story's true, and there's always room here just for you.